Prime Minister, has President Trump contacted you since cancelling your meeting, and what is your plan now to meet with the President?
No, he hasn't, but I spoke with key advisors to the President. The President has been engaged, obviously, with the circumstances around Iran and Israel. It's perfectly understandable, the decision that he made. That meant that the meetings that were scheduled, not just with myself, but with India, Ukraine, including President Zelensky, Mexico and other countries, didn't go ahead today. But we're all mature about that. We understand the circumstances which are there, and we have agreed through our American friends that we'll reschedule the meeting.
When do you think that could be enabled?
Here.
Prime Minister, last night as President Trump was flying home, he told media on the plane, I did everything I had to do on the G7. Do you take that as perhaps Australia didn't rank as a priority at all at this G7 summit?
Not at all. We're mature about the circumstances of what happened. It's perfectly understandable. We'll reschedule a meeting. From time to time, that is what occurs.
Prime Minister, how's about your discussion with Keir Starmer and specifically in relation to the August cuts? It's been reported that Keir Starmer and Donald Trump both that disagreement that's come out of their bilateral meeting. Did Mr Starmer give you any sense that Donald Trump is in fact in favour of the disagreement?
Well, I've seen nothing to suggest otherwise. It's not to me to speak on behalf of others, whether it's President Trump or Prime Minister Starmer. But Prime Minister Starmer, of course, has made public statements, and the US Defence Secretary has made clear statements as well. Andrew.
I just wondered if there's at least disappointment, maybe some devastation in the fact you built up for so long. You said the other day you've done months of work to get this meeting with Donald Trump, and from what you're saying, there's no clear date for when you might meet. Do you have any sense of that? Do you have some significant disappointment that you've led up to this moment and not been able to talk to the
We'll meet soon, and I'm sure that will occur. From time to time, meetings are rescheduled. That's what happens.
Prime Minister, is making the case for an exemption on the tariffs or particular treatment on the tariffs in abeyance until you do meet the President, or is it going to continue through the level meeting?
No, that's progressing, including through officials. It was a good opportunity. The Treasury Secretary has met Jim Chalmers on 2 occasions previously. It was a real opportunity to meet 3 of the President's senior economic team together, and previously as well, earlier on in the day, to have a meeting with the trade representative, Jamieson Greer. He's been discussing things with Senator Farrell, as well as with the Australian representatives here in the United States, in Washington DC. So we'll continue to engage. Those discussions have taken place over a period of time, and we'll continue to engage constructively. Anna?
So are you weighing up now, given everything that's happening in the world, your ties with these allies, potentially consideration of going to the NATO meeting?
Yes, that's being considered. Phil?
Did you get a chance with the Americans today to put your case on defence?
Look, the priority, that wasn't a focus. The focus was very much with the economic team about tariffs and about trade and the economic position. Yep.
Prime Minister, Jamieson Greer has been a vocal critic.
It's hard to hear, sorry.
Jamieson Greer has been a vocal critic of the perceived trade restrictions with Australia, particularly being the news media bargaining code. Did those issues come up today, and if so, what are the remedies that they're seeking in relation to those?
We discussed the news bargaining code. I explained the position of what it is, that it's not something that produces revenue for the government. It's something that we want the platforms to negotiate in good faith with the producers of product that they use to make money. And so we put forward the news bargaining code we think is important. I outlined what the issues were and are with that, and why we believe it should be given support. Importantly, it's not a tax paid to the government. It's not something that produces revenue for us. Indeed, it produces revenue for you and the people in this room. And I think that's an important part of a democracy going forward.
On the free trade agreement, it seems that both parties want to get a deal done as soon as possible. You said that yourself in the comments. I understand that Ursula von der Leyen is meant to come to Australia in the next few months. Is it your expectation that you'll be able to sign a deal or sort of agree to something by then?
Look, I'm hopeful, but we were close last time and didn't quite get there. So unless the deal is in Australia's national interest, then we won't agree to it. But there are 2 or 3 issues, half of which have been resolved, I think, satisfactorily. We'll continue to put forward our view of an increase in the offer which is there for our sheep meat and our beef. We'll continue to engage constructively, and I am hopeful that we'll get a deal done. Importantly, both of us emphasise that at this time the substance is what's important, but at this time it's also symbolically important to see an outcome of an expansion of trade, because that is something that is going through difficult times at the moment.
Can I just follow that up? You said that some of the issues had been resolved. I know you hinted last time that the naming issues around naming conventions. Are you saying that the EU has conceded on that?
I'm saying that there's sight of where the landing point could be. What tends to happen with this is that there are landing points identified and they all come together. You usually have a bit of give and take, and they're all either landed together or they're not. But it's pretty obvious, I think, the landing point on that.